Ashley. Okay, so I'm gonna talk now about day one of my of this extended water fast and just kind of give you a play-by-play each day of what it's like. I will typically do a video the day after just to reflect on how the whole day and night went, but because I'm a little behind, I hadn't thought of doing this until I spoke with my friend yesterday. So I'm a little behind. I'm on day 6, but I'm gonna go back and talk about each of the days in a separate video. So this video, I will talk about day 1, which is still really fresh in my memory. I also had been writing myself in a little email just to log it all so I can remember exactly how the days went. So day 1 fell on a Monday, which was the first day after Mother's Day this year. And for Mother's Day, we had ordered Greek food from one of our local Greek places, which is really salty. I had lots of saganaki and spanakopita and all those things that are delicious but salty. So through the night on Monday, actually, I was crazy thirsty. Sunday to Monday, I was crazy thirsty, which that doesn't have anything to do with fasting. I'd only eaten supper, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I was really thirsty. So I had already had a whole lot of water by the time I woke up on Monday morning, which was the first day of my fast. As I mentioned in the prep video, I've done tons of water fasts over the years, but I've also done several other fasts that aren't water fasts. So I've done fasts where I've incorporated bone broth, and I've done fasts where I've incorporated coffee with cream. And so this is the first time since last year that I've done just exclusively water. And I felt a difference, to be honest. This day 1 felt very different to me than the fasts that I've been doing recently. And I think that it boils down to the fact that I wasn't having coffee. I had nothing. Like, it was, when I say water fast, and I assume people know this, but maybe they don't. I mean water. Like, that's it. I'm not having herbal teas. I'm not having there's nothing. It's just water and salt. That's it. So, and I'm also, a lot of the literature will tell you that you need to drink distilled water. And I don't know how other people feel about this. Maybe it's just a me thing, but distilled water tastes disgusting to me. So I can't do that. So I drink tap water. It's our water here. Our water filtration is very good here. And so, and the tap water is excellent. Tastes as good as any water you could buy from a store. So I drink tap water, and that's it. And I totally allow my body to tell me. I don't have like a steadfast rule on how much I drink. I would be concerned if I was drinking none. But yeah, I just drink as much as I need throughout the day, which probably normally works out to be, I don't know, about 2 liters probably. And, so on Monday, first day of the fast, I started with water and salt in the morning, and I worked my regular work day. I mean, I am working from home now because of the pandemic, but I worked my regular work day. My productivity was really good. I had lots and lots and lots of hunger pains, which is very typical. I'm used to them. I actually kind of enjoy them because it's an indication to me, a reminder to me that I'm fasting. My body was lethargic, and I think that that's probably because, like I said, the lack of caffeine. It felt a little different to me, and I was definitely more physically tired. My mind wasn't physically tired at all, and it never gets that way, actually. My alertness was right on point. I got tons and tons of work done. Fortunately, my job is a desk job, so I got to sit here all day and just work, but got lots and lots of work done. In the email that I sent to myself on that first day, I talked about feeling so grateful and so excited, and I am. I mean, I still am on day 6, super grateful about this. I feel really fortunate to be somebody who enjoys fasting. People time and time again say to me I could never do it, and I actually think anybody could do it. But I understand that there are lots of people who just don't want to do it. It's something that I want to do, so I feel really grateful that I am able to do it, and I feel super grateful right now that I don't have to cancel social plans because of the pandemic. So it's like there's never been better timing for me than now, because it's not like I have anywhere else to be, so I might as well fast. So I remember feeling that way on day 1, and I still feel that way on day 6. I'm very excited. I'm very grateful. It's awesome. Towards the end of the day on day 1, I started developing a little bit of a headache. I did talk about this in my last video, but I'll just talk about it again. I developed a little bit of a headache at the end of day one and decided to kind of try and tough it out, which I would normally do. And I took some extra sea salt, and I would normally try to tough it out, and I did that. And by the time, midnight came around, my headache was quite bad. So in the morning, I ended up taking a Tylenol, and by noon on Tuesday, it was gone. So I'll talk about that in the next video. But I did develop a headache, and that was really it. I had my family cook their own supper on Monday night. So when I was finished my work day, I was able just to go upstairs and not have to be in the kitchen cooking for people, which was good because there are triggers. I mean, in those first couple of days, in that first day anyway, I was very hungry still. So there were triggers there. Not that I was going to break my fast, but it certainly is, it's self-love to try and avoid that stuff, right? So that's what I did. I kind of avoided the kitchen. I drank my water. I did my work. I took a Tylenol the next morning, and I had lots of sea salt. So that's pretty much how day one went for me. And I will come back in a moment, and I will talk about day two.